Hi, good morning. I'm Gloria, and this is Yoga with Gloria. I'm happy that you're here with me this morning. Pretty early for me, sleeping later, waking up later. But you guys chose this time, so we're gonna see if this time works for you guys. 9 a.m. on a Saturday. So I know it's not easy to make time, so happy you're here with me. But now more than ever, we need to have time for self care and do things like yoga. So, um, we're now over 6 weeks in quarantine here in California, and just wondering how you're holding up and if you're fortunate enough to work from home and get paid. We just extended our stay at home order here until the end of May. So, good thing we can all do yoga together here. So, please say hello in the comments so I know you're out there. Maybe even tell me where you're from. And don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any content. I live stream at least 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and we're going to vote on this weekend one. It's going to be either Saturday at 9 or Sunday in the morning or Sunday at 5 p.m. So put your vote in either here or on Facebook. So also, if you're enjoying my classes, I'm offering this online for free just so that it's more accessible for people who have lost their jobs or are not getting paid right now. But if you are in a position to make a small donation or sponsor me, I'd really appreciate it since I'm not getting paid anymore for these classes. All right, today's class is going to be a half and half class. So the first half is slower moving, second half more intense, and today is going to be power yoga. So, welcome, Debbie, and everyone else that's already joined. All right, let's get started. We'll sit up nice and tall. Go ahead, close our eyes. Just take a few moments to settle down in our breath. As you inhale, let your belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Belly, ribs, and chest rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. That's one place that hasn't changed, our inside world. When we tap into our breath, our meditation. Do 3 more nice deep breaths here. And take our hands in front of our hearts and drop our gaze. And take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right. We'll go ahead and get on our backs and do happy baby. Hi, Elizabeth, Alina, Tracy, and Cece from North Carolina. Suzanne from Canada. and Yvonne from Calgary. Welcome. Let's get on our backs for happy baby pose. So just um, laying on your back, and if you can grab the inner or outer arches of your feet, you can grab it here. If it's too hard to grab, then you're welcome to just grab behind your legs, behind your knees, anywhere that you can. And then just lengthen up through the crown of your head. See if you can get your feet parallel to the ceiling and stamp your low back into the floor. Hi, Sophia from Modesto. All right. So now we're going to bring our knees together, and then you're going to knit your ribs together. Try to get the lower ribs down so the back is flat where the ribs are on the floor. Draw the belly into your spine. Squeeze your knees together, and then isometrically you're going to press your knees away, but at the same time you're pulling your knees in toward you. So just firing up your core. And release. All right, let's take your hands out to the side, and we're just going to do a few of these to loosen up our low back. So feeling the low back stretching as you go side to side. A little cranky in the morning, a little tight in the morning. So if you can, the knees will come to the floor. If it's too tight, it'll just hover. So and then kick the top leg straight. Kick the top leg straight. Start getting those hamstrings, IT band, and deeper stretch involved. All right, and then let's come on back to center. And we're going to take our hands behind our head, and we're going to shoot the right leg out. Lift your head and shoulders, and the elbow to the opposite knee, and then the elbow to the opposite knee. So pretty much a bicycle, warming up the core. Let's go for 10, 9, 8. Elbows wide. Try to get the chin away from the shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. And we'll do it one more time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and relax. Stretch it out. Point your toes. And just feel into your hamstrings, lifting up your leg. You can straighten both legs if you're more flexible. And then switch, other side. You can press that left hip crease down and just feel in to your left hamstring. and switch. Lift your head, little core, just 10 here. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. 10, 9. If it's too hard, put your head on the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And release. Go ahead and rock on up. And we're going to come onto all fours on our stomach. Okay. So we'll take our karate chop our hands down. The gaze is between your biceps or elbow level. And then you're going to lift your right arm, left leg. And then left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Keep going. Nice and slow. Or you can take it a little faster. Swimmers, 10, 9. 3 more. 2, and 1. And go ahead and stack your forearms over your forehead, over your forearms, and rest for a few breaths here. All right, feet are flat on the floor, and you're pressing your pelvic bone into the floor. You're going to lift up your arms and down. And lift and down. And one more lift and down. All right, and we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So your forearms are parallel to the side of the mat. And isometrically dragging your elbows back towards your pubic bone. And then come on down, take your hands closer to your chest and come on up for a full cobra, rolling your shoulders back. So there's no pinching in your low back, otherwise come down low again. And we'll just, little spinal twist, look over your right shoulder. And then look over your left shoulder. And then pop into all fours. Little spine. Let's do a little cat-cow, warming up your spine, dropping your belly, looking up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding. Look up and round forward. Do 3 more. All right. Now we'll bring our knees together and we're going to take the, actually, let me face here. So we're going to take fire hydrant here to strengthen our adductors here. Up and down. Up and down. So let's do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. The other side, walk your hands a little over to the other side, and same thing, try to get your leg out parallelish to the floor. like a dog at a hydrant, taking it up and up. Let's do 6 more, building the strength, building some muscle. Today's class, building muscles. We're going to strengthen our entire body here. And let's do 1 more. And now we're going to straighten the right leg and press into it. Feel those calves stretching. And then lift it straight up. So go ahead and take the opposite arm up. And we pulse a little here. And then pause. And then take the arm down, but take the same arm up. Ooh, so it's different. Right and right. Right arm, right leg. And then down. Other side. Stretching the calf first. Lifting the leg. Opposite arm. Little pulses. This one seems easier since we do it often. It's really good for your back muscles, the erectors on your spine, your glutes, your core, and your balance. And let's bring the hand down. And let's try something different. So the left arm and the left leg come up. Woo. All right. So then we're going to come on up. And since today's people want to do weight loss, this class they voted on weight loss and building muscle. So we're going to build our muscle, but I want you to have really good form. So I want you to knit the ribs in, keep your core tight, and squeeze your glutes. So it's going to be a little bit like this, tailbone down, core is on, and it's as if someone came and whacked you in the stomach. So you want to tense up a little bit. Your stomach is nice and tight. And then your shoulder blades, between your shoulder blades, I want you to protract them a little. So protracting means the shoulder blades go away from each other. So I want to keep that core, nice and tight core, ribs knitted in, and protracted shoulders as we try to do chaturanga push-up on your knees. Okay, so coming forward, keeping the core tight, everything I just said, right? And then between your shoulder blades, a little bit protraction, and then looking forward, elbows come back, and let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then we come into your cobra, roll your shoulders back, and we'll press back up into a downward dog. And go ahead and pedal your feet. Shake your head yes and no. And then shift your heels over to the left. And then over to the right. And back to center, right leg lift. And let's bring it forward. And then from here, you're just going to straighten the leg. And then bend the knee. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee. Lift up. Straighten the leg. And bend the knee and lift up. You can even tap that back knee to the floor. Left hand down and twist. And then switch legs. Left leg forward in a high lunge, and then we're just going to straighten and filling into our hamstring. Bend, look up, straighten and pull that left hip back. Bend and look up, straighten, pull that back hip back. And then one more time, looking up. You can even tap the back knee down. And one more time, straightening the front leg, filling your back of your hamstring. And then step it forward, forward fold. So if you're less flexible, please come to a table or a chair like this. Otherwise, you can have two blocks or hands on the floor here. And slowly come up, nice flat back. Exhale, hand in front. Okay, you're going to bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. And then come on up. Hands together. You can do Kali Mudra and just reach up. So you want to squeeze your core again, tailbone down, squeeze your glutes. Send your hips forward and just open up as much as you can here. And look up maybe. Make sure you're balanced. Hands behind you, sink your hips. And then straighten the legs. Sending that, pumping that energy up your legs and leaning back. And last time coming down. And then hands on the floor, walk, step, or jump back into a strong plank position. Building strength, lower the left forearm down, the right forearm down. And then lift up. And then left and right. And lift up. And we'll do one more on the other side, two more on the other side. So right forearm down, left forearm, building some muscles and strength in the upper body. Holding here. And slowly coming down into your Sphinx pose. Coming all the way down. And we're going to strengthen our back muscles, our chest. Like I'm doing a breaststroke here. So you're going to take your hands forward and then take the palms out like you're doing breaststroke and swim it. Lift up your legs. Swimming forward. Exhaling. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling. Inhaling as you come up. Do 3 more. Last one. And release. Head to the floor. Hi, May. Welcome. So you're going to bring your feet together, your knees together, your ankles together, and then you're going to lift your feet just 1 foot off the floor, not too much. Okay? And from here, you're going to squeeze, especially between your knees, like 80% of all your power. Squeeze it there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lift up. Keep squeezing between your knees. Maybe the arms can come up. So turning on your posterior chain here, your glutes, your hamstrings. See if you can lower your feet, almost touching the floor, but keep squeezing between those knees. 80% lifting up, and maybe even turning the palms up if you're able to. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you're doing it right, you should be shaking and sweating. 3 more breaths, 2 more breaths, and relax out. And you can take your shimmy side to side. All right. Come on to your forearms. And then you're going to tuck your toes under, some more strength in your body. 8-point plank. Pressing down, rolling up, lifting your ribs off the floor, your pubic bone, your thighs, keeping your knees on the floor, looking between your forearms. And then isometrically dragging your elbows down towards your knees, squeezing your knees together, squeezing the elbows together. And then really between your shoulder blades, keep that protraction, shoulder blades away from each other, lifting up like cat pose as high as you can with the knees still on the floor. Again, shaking is good. That means you're doing it right. If you're not shaking, then try to squeeze harder so you shake. 3 more breaths, building a lot of strength and muscle in your body. 2, 1, coming down. And go ahead, take a break, forearms to your okay. And then coming up and stretching it out. And we're going to build a little bit more triceps and chest. So coming down for 2 and up for 2. So down, down, up, up. Okay, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. 2 more, down, down, up, up, and 1 more, down, down, up. All right. And press it back. Let's do a puppy pose here. And wide knees, the hips over the knees, and go ahead and sink your chest down to the floor. Or if you can get your chest and chin down, you can do that. And then come on up. And we're going to end the first half with a little twist. Actually, let's do it like this. First half of class is slower flowing. We're going to do Baddha Konasana and just fold forward in this kind of diamond shape if you want to make this diamond shape coming forward. And you can, let's do a twist here. So bring your left heel in, jumping it over. Ardha Matsyendrasana, lift and lengthen your chest forward. And then you're going to twist over to the right. So either hugging your knee or elbow past the knee. And then other side. Hands behind you, lift your chest. And then twist. So feeling that spinal twist and that energy enlivening your spine. You twist from your belly, spiraling it all the way up the crown of your head. So it's more important to have good posture than to twist deeper. So just have good posture. All right, now the second half of class is gonna move the pace a little bit faster. So here we go. Let's go into downward dog. And we're gonna rock forward to plank. And if plank is hard, you can come on your forearms. We're just gonna shift the heels to the left, and then the right, the left, and the right. One more left and right, and then push back to downward dog. Feet together, right leg lift. Bring the knee in towards the nose, round up like cat pose. Take it back, knee to nose, rounding up like cat pose. And take it back. And then knee to your opposite elbow, so take it across your body. See if you can tap it. And then up. And then bring that right leg forward, coming up for crescent pose. So the knee right over the ankle, if you like. If you want to work harder, actually, you're going to bring your foot forward, and the knee is going to come behind your ankle, and you'll feel it light up, fire up your right glutes and hamstrings even more. Hold it here. And then see if you can interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up. Keep your balance. Really root down through your feet and bend over to the right towards your bent knee. Feel all that side body stretch and back. It can be a static hold, or you can come back and forth. Do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then you're going to lean forward 45 degrees. Take your palms down and lift, squeezing between your shoulder blades. So this might be enough for you. Or you can take your arms alongside your ears, really building that power in your right posterior chain, building the strength and muscle. 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down, easy twist. And step it back. Hold really strong, strong, strong plank. Squeeze your glutes, knit your ribs in. See if you can take your right hand to the left collarbone. Notice my hips are not rocking. Try not to do this. Okay, try to really engage your core. We'll just do a couple more shoulder taps here. 2 more on each side. Last one. And lower to your belly. Point your toes. Find your cobra. And downward dog. Left leg up. Connecting to the core. Bring it in. Shoulders over wrists. And then see if you can round up. Take it back. Drag the knee in. Just like this is fine. Or pull it up like cat pose. Even harder. Take it back. Last time. Bring it across your body. Tap the opposite elbow and up. And then bring your front leg forward. Coming up for warrior, for crescent pose. So again, whatever you did on the first side, knee over ankle is just fine, or take it back or bring your front foot forward. This will make that left muscle, glutes, and hamstrings work harder so you get more strength, more muscle, also for your low back. Posterior chain, strengthening, lengthening. Here we go. Root down through your feet. And if you can balance, interlace, and you're going to side bend over to the left and back up. Side bend. Little tiny pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Lift up through the crown of your head. Shoulder squeeze back. Strengthening your posture muscles. Palms facing forward and hinge forward 45 degrees. You should feel it turning on. So this is enough. Or take the arms alongside your ears and you feel all that extra weight really strengthening your left glutes, hamstrings, and low back. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down, easy twist. And step it forward, forward fold. And circle the arms up. Bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. So keep that chair pose, belly drawn in. See if you can take that right leg back. So just tap it back a little bit. Or maybe you can even pull it up like flamingo. Bring your knees together, pull it up, point your toe. And feel the left hamstrings working. And release. Let's try the other side, bending down. Maybe just tapping back. Try to keep your knees together actually. And then maybe flamingo it up. Point your toe. And come on back. All right, let's step to the side here. We'll do little genie arms. I don't know if you guys are old enough for that I Dream of Jeannie movie, how they, oh, actually a ponytail too. Anyways. Okay, so you're going to do this, and then you're going to try to bring your knees all the way up to touch your arms here. To really engage your core and strengthening here in our hip flexors, our core, our balance. Let's do 3 more on each side, 2 more on each side, last one. All right. So now we're going to take our hands out like this. Hips back. And then touch the floor. And then come back up. Hips back, touch the floor, and up. So it looks like this. From the side view, it looks like this. See, my back is nice and flat. The knees don't go in front of the toes. They're just building strength, muscle in the legs, the glutes, your core muscles. So you can also just do this if you want to just. And if you want to really build muscle and you have some dumbbells, or maybe I shouldn't, I didn't say to bring them, but if you want, now is where you hold them. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, you can do 1 and 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we're going to turn I'm going to turn slightly to my right. If you're mirroring me, you're going to turn to your left. Otherwise, turn to my right. Now you're going to lift the back knee up, balance, and then try to bring the elbow to the opposite knee. So you're going to take it back, lift it up, and balance, and balance. Let's try to do 8 more. 8. You can go slow or fast. Or you can keep it slow. Since it's power, you gotta go faster. 3. Okay, and relax. Shake it out. And we'll go to the other side. I'm going to my left. If you're mirroring me, to your right. And again, go with the pace that works better for you, okay? So you can go nice and slow. You're still actually using the same muscles. So you exhale as you twist, right? Wringing out those organs. Option to go faster. 3, 2, and 1. All right. And we'll come up to the top of the mat and stretch it out. We're going to come back to that chair pose. But for strength, we're going to tap, engage the core, tap that right leg out and back, left leg out and back from the side, right leg out and back, left leg out. It looks easy, but when you do it, you'll feel it's not easy, right? Because you have to stabilize. One more on each side. All right, circle the arms. Exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Come up for cobra. And then just going to remind you to knit the ribs in. Core is tight, like someone were to whack you in the stomach. Yep. And then keep your glutes on, your core tight. And then you protract your shoulder blades as you do these chaturanga push-ups, okay? So you can do it straight like this. Most people are going to be doing it on their knees. From every class I ever taught, I know pretty much everyone's doing it like this. There's always like 3 that can maybe do it. Do 3 more, building our triceps, our pecs, upper body. 1 more. Super good form, so notice you don't collapse, right? All right, coming down. Lifting up into cobra, but then lifting the arms up. We're really working and strengthening our back muscles. Hands down. Come up into a full cobra. Pop back into a plank. So from here, you have 2 choices. You can come on your knees and do opposite arm, opposite leg. Or you can challenge yourself. The harder one, come forward. Balance yourself. Left leg up and right arm up. And then right arm, right leg, left hand up. And release. Come to your knees. And we're going to do knees, chest, and chin. Come on to your belly. Come on up. Right leg up, bring it forward. Bend the back heel down for warrior two. Hi, Alonzo, welcome. So we're coming into warrior two, but since today's our power yoga and we're really building muscle and squeezing the core, you're going to try to do this. So you're going to lift this front leg up and down and up and down and up and down. Really feel these muscles in the leg strengthening. Right, so that's just 3. And straighten, arms forward, just find a triangle. Reaching, long, top arm parallel if you can. Engage your core, belly button in. If you're able to, both arms straight. And then down. Bend the front knee, walk the right hand forward for half moon pose. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Maybe bend and catch. Roll your shoulder back. And release. Come on back. Reverse the warrior. Forearm to your side for side angle. Drop your hand, bend and straighten. And behind you, option to take a full bind, leaning back. Hands down, quarter turn. Right foot in, left foot out. Warrior two on this side. So tapping into your inner power, right, for your power yoga, building your strength. Draw the belly in. Keep your core nice and tight. And then it's like just going to come up almost like tree pose. And then tap it back down to warrior two. 3 times. 2 and 1. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Top hand parallel to the floor. If you want to do both arms, you can. Right hand on your hip. You're going to walk the left hand forward or use a block if you need to. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Maybe grab your ankle if you're able to. Roll your shoulder back. And make your way back into warrior two. Reverse the warrior. And forearm to your side, right over your leg. So that side body stretch. You can drop your hand to the floor. You can bend and straighten a little bit. Front leg. Top hand behind you, roll your shoulder back. Or take a full bind if you're able to. And release. Quarter turn. Bend the inner thighs back and fold forward. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. And then heels in, toes out. We're going to come into a goddess pose. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And you're going to pulse here. Building more muscles. Down and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. See if you can lift your heels up and balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms straight. Is it burning yet? Go ahead and pulse. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Building muscle, guys. And 1. All right. Shake it up. Okay. So if you need a chair or a table or a wall, you can go to one. And then you'll take your right ankle over the left knee, holding a chair or table. Dorsiflex this foot. And then you're going to sit down as if there were a chair there. You can hold it. If you don't need a chair and you're practicing your balance, here we are. If you're more flexible, hands to the floor. If your hands can come to the floor and you have a strong chaturanga practice, you can hook your shin over your chaturanga arms. Curl the toes back. Not for everyone. Look forward and maybe just tap your heel to your butt today. Little tap. And then straighten. Maybe straighten. Okay, and release. Other side. Ankle over knee. Coming down. Just stretching out the hip. Or hand is on a wall here. Coming down only if you're feeling more flexible here. You want to do the tap, not for everyone. You'll just bring your forearms, your shin over your forearm, lean forward, and just tap. All right. And release. Let's come on down. We're going to take your left leg in front, right leg over for cow face pose. So stack your knees up, Gomukhasana. Yep, just like that. Hands behind you, lift your chest. So you can left elbow over right here. This is the easier version for the upper body, folding forward. Or if you want to do the full pose, the left hand pats yourself on the back. Take your elbow behind you, press your head back. And then if you're able to, you can take your hand up your back, or you can use a strap or a towel or something, and you will lean forward. And release. You're just going to take your forearm, pressing it into the top of your knee here as you twist over to the right. Release, you're going to lean back, stretch the piriformis since we worked it a lot today. So dorsiflex your foot here, and you can just go side to side. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your butt closer to your heel here and lift that shin closer to your collarbones. And even closer is like this. Pretty much pigeon sitting up. All right. And then release. And then now we'll do cow face on the other side. Stack your knees up. If you can't get your knees to stack like this, it's okay. Just sit crisscross with the left leg in front of the right, okay? So either right elbow over left, or you're going to take your right hand, patting yourself on the back, and then exhale, coming forward. So glute stretch here too, left side. Come on up and press in and lift up, lengthen through the crown of your head and twist. And lean back, ankle over the knee here. Dorsiflex, opposite of pointing. And you're just going to feel that stretch. Most people, you'll feel it where you're tightest. Most people feel this, the piriformis on the left side, fanning all the way out. And again, you can come closer. Or you can lift it higher like this. And then bring this foot in and interlace your fingers and just straighten that leg. Or you can use a strap if you like, or just interlace your fingers behind here and pull it in. And then left heel in one more time. Interlace your fingers. And lift up. And release. And we'll finish with one fish pose here. So sitting on your hands, straightening your legs, pressing down with the elbows, lifting up your sternum, and letting your neck drop back. Maybe your head touches the floor, or maybe you just hover. Either way is fine. Nice heart opening. And release. And just surrender to your practice here. Our strength class, building muscle, help lose weight. Nice deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth. Sigh it out. Feel all that good work you did in our power yoga class, and feel how different your body, your state of mind feels after our class. your arms up. Big inhale in. Exhale, side out. You can bend one knee at a time and roll over to one side. And press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Of course, if you're at home, feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you can. And we'll just close out the session. So take the hands out over your head, hands in front of your heart, and press your hands into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel and share this with a friend. Again, I normally live stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday during quarantine. But let me know whether you prefer the Saturday 9 a.m. class or the Sunday 5 p.m. class for my weekend slot. Trying to gauge which one would have a better attendance. So please join me again. And don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already. And please consider supporting me if you can. There's information under the link. Thank you. Be safe, everyone. Bye.